Hello, everyone. Blue Star Saber here with.
Season's greetings, it's Mangareader.
Hello. The Cowboys won yesterday, and I am like, I don't know what word to use. I'm ecstatic because it was a rough game. Rough, but
Yes.
amazing.
Well, make sure you speak up a bit closer to the microphone so I can hear your enthusiasm in Luckychi. But anyway, we're here to discuss My Hero Academia chapters 403 to 406. All Might versus All for One's conclusion and a Dynamite entrance.
Oh, I thought we were talking about vigilantes. Shit, wrong street.
Vigilantes.
Vigilantes doesn't even have 400 chapters, Luckychi.
They don't even get referenced in the actual manga. What a ripoff.
For real.
Let's see. Well, anyway, let's see. Vigilantes is probably a stream by itself, but I gotta start reading it. But yeah.
Wait, if he actually, I haven't kept up with it.
I mean, it's already finished, so
No, of course, it does. Yeah.
maybe whenever the anime comes out, because I know they're working on that.
Let's see. Could you say that again?
I said maybe when the anime comes out, because apparently they're working on
They're working on the anime Vigilantes.
Oh, okay. That will be interesting to watch, I guess.
Right.
But anyway, so go on.
I was just gonna say, but will it be animated properly?
I mean, the one upside is that like it's a completed series, so
Hooray!
yeah.
Just better hope that Studio Mappa's not doing it, because apparently they're having all sorts of problems there right now.
I mean, considering that most of their budget went to Attack on Titan's final season, I don't blame them.
Can you believe that some people actually like the ending thanks to the anime?
Hey, shocking surprise! I kind of like the ending of the anime.
Did you really?
Well, I say kind of. I liked one aspect of it that kind of boosted my stance on it.
It finally made some cohesive sense a bit.
Yeah. The manga ending's still shit, though.
I don't know if the anime changed much.
Yeah.
Good old Attack on Titan.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's all fun, but we're here to discuss My Hero Academia.
All I'm gonna say is for all the people that were shipping Naruto and Sasuke, move aside. We got a new ship in town.
My Hero Academia.
Well, sure, let's go with that.
Yes, we may just have a new ultimate bro rivalry ship kind of thing, but we are about to say technically 407 is also already officially out, but given the fact that it would mean covering 5 chapters to review, and given how a suggestion from Mangareader about it sort of being more like its own separate thing, as well as the fact that it's kind of continued with 408, I've decided to postpone that to next week, so we don't have much to do, and we can review chapters that are more fitting towards each other, which are these 4 chapters.
Currencies, yeah.
Yay! Also, Record of Ragnarok's new chapters out too. I don't read it. I just want to let y'all know.
Did you say the latest Record of Ragnarok chapter's out?
Yeah, I don't read it.
You don't read it like us, albeit I haven't been reading it. Like I told Blue, I just try to mass read it all together at one point. So.
And that will probably be good, because I believe last month's chapter technically had the fight of round 9 concluded, and this one, and if Luckychi says the new chapter is out, that means that this one is the epilogue. So,
so the epilogue. Okay, so it's all done. All right, fine. Yeah. I got to get back into reading. Damn it! You didn't keep me updated.
Well, I'm also only mentioning that because it just popped up on my.
Well, that's fantastic.
It came out. I'm like, oh, okay. I'll just let Mangareader and Blue.
Well, yeah, I will react to it eventually.
Yeah, and then we get to do a stream about it. Yay!
Yep. Yeah, we'll find somewhere to do that.
But pretty much, I think where we last left off from the chat, the last stream review, which I think you were both there, though granted it's been a while since we've done the stream.
It's probably like 4 weeks apparently, or maybe even 5 weeks at this point now.
Yeah,
it's been more than a month.
Yeah, as we had pretty much had the long-awaited All Might versus All for One rematch, in which we saw Stain join in the fight, and as a result, ended up being killed, giving us arguably the first major, I suppose you could say, good guy death in this final war arc.
Good guy.
Anti-hero death, maybe is more accurate.
Okay, anti-hero.
I don't know if, yeah, because he killed good guys, so you could argue he's maybe anti-villain then? I don't know.
I mean, do y'all feel like it's a little too late?
It's funny because I think we were discussing that we weren't even sure if he died or not at that time.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the chapter after that more or less confirmed it, so...
I feel like, let's see, the biggest problem.
Maybe he's still alive, but he doesn't have a quirk anymore.
About that with people, like they were saying, like they're like, we finally got a death, but it's like, is it one of those deaths? Where it's like,
now to be completely fair, we actually still have no confirmation about that if he's dead or alive. We do know one thing though, which I already kind of spoiled it anyway, but Blue will tell you in detail.
What with the All Might versus let's see, All for One.
The conclusion to it, yeah.
Let's see.
Well, is the 403 the conclusion or is it 404? No, it should be 403, right?
I think it's 403.
Yeah, it's 403 which we are covering, but the last chapter implied that All Might is about to go on a self-destruct sacrifice to take All for One with him. In the serial classic, if I'm going down, I'm taking you with me trope.
Or if not killing, well, I think he just said that it'll just turn him into a baby or something.
Yeah,
it's just almost essentially killing him, but...
I mean, to echo the Halo meme, commitment, no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
No, just to respond to your thing with the death, Luckychi, I say the biggest problem is that Koei teased a very major death with Bakugo, but then revealed last minute, he's not dying and all that stuff, and then
he was actually dead.
He was. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he was.
But
don't give me. I mean, it would have been ballsy. I would say that. It would be a pretty ballsy move to say.
He technically did. He killed him, so I mean...
Yeah, no, but like, if it was...
You mean to keep him dead? Yeah.
Like, if you kept him dead, like, it would have been, like, the most ballsiest thing you would have ever done.
Let's kill the rival / frenemy.
Yeah, like,
arguably the most popular character in Japan.
In a shonen manga, like, people would have been like, the hell?
He's been pretty popular, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I think he's pulled first after like the first one was Deku, then I think the second one was Shoto, and then
actually Bakugo's become first in every popularity poll since the second one.
Since the second one.
Yeah.
That's right. Midori's the one that constantly flip-flops between second and third place. Because Shoto sometimes gains popularity.
Oh, that is correct.
Yeah, it's just Shoto and Deku always flip-flopping, and Bakugo's consistently a number one.
In many ways, it's like...
I wonder if it's a meta joke, because people want to just keep him number one.
Yeah. In many ways, it kind of reminds me of the big three, in a sense, where One Piece was always at the top, and Bleach and Naruto would fight for second place.
Only in Japan.
Right, in Japan, yes.
Or just...
Which is homeland, but still...
Or no, like, just imagine it's Koei looking at the numbers and thinking, like, I know Midoriya gets number one. I'm going to just rig it just because Bakugo gets the first place.
Well, I don't know about him rigging it, but it would just make sense that given Bakugo's personality that people could, in theory, just be like, hey, we should vote him number one.
Yeah, right.
Who knows? But arguably because of the sort of fake out death of that, as well as characters like Endeavor not dying. I get an even best genius mentor characters who you think would, they probably should be dead, turned out not to die. As a result, has caused sort of the suspension of the arc of death's disbeliefs. Now, let's see. We'll get more into this a bit, the subject of death in My Hero Academia later. But at the moment, we have the chapters here to do, and I'm hoping to get this done a bit quickly because
then do it. Tell us to shut up.
Yes,
well, it's hard to, but yeah, because we'll start this sooner, but I ended up going to a bowling party. But anyway,
you have a life?
Yes, I have a life, Luckychi.
Wow, that was harsh.
I know, right?
Anyway, chapter 403, which I believe is titled. Oh, let me find the title of this chapter.
Considering Shonen doesn't like keeping these things active past the current 3 chapters, you're gonna have to forgive us on this one, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chapter 403, the end of an era, and ... But before we begin, we've got a double-colored spread of Midoriya, All Might in his mecha suit, and it's the All Might's mentor, Nana Shimura.
I almost say it's 10 out of 10. Pure perfection. Just for the cover alone.
Well, Koei never skimps on his covers, so.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I really do like that we actually got some color to All Might's suit, because I was wondering what kind of colors it would be, but yeah.
I mean,
for Hercules.
I was going to say, given that the car was like black, I think it was pretty obvious that it was probably going to be black.
But I must admit, I'm surprised that the arm parts are actually as yellow gold standard, what you'd normally expect from like All Might's suit.
I guess that could make sense for the piping and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say you could. I mean, it is. No, it's sort of a.
It's a paint job.
It is more of an homage to Iron Man.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Black and yellow. I mean, black and yellow just works as a color palette anyway. So
it does kind of remind me of like some of the more black Iron Man's armored suits, I believe.
That's true.
Yeah,
he does have them, yes.
But it's nice seeing 3 generations of One for All and the mentor student relationship on this cover spread.
Yeah.
I always forget that Nana had a black. I don't know why I always think she had red for some reason. Unless the anime made it red for whatever reason.
I don't think it was red. I think that one was also kind of.
I think it was also black. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm remembering red for some reason, but it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
tell us to shut up, Blue.
No.
Onto the actual chapter. It begins with a flashback of young All Might reading what I believe is a mangaka called Anpan Man.
Anpan Man, or on. Okay, it's either Anpan Man or Anpan Man. I want to go with Anpan Man.
Now, I just question:
is a history lesson?
Is this an actual manga series or just one that's made up in My Hero Academia?
I think it's just made up.
Okay.
Pretty much all of them are just made up, albeit they probably have some silly homage or something to something important.
But yeah. But you kind of got All Might questioning what he was here doing, and he's thinking back to his path, and we actually see a young All Might with pretty much reading a manga with his mother.
Honestly, I like the fact that his expression is very similar to Deku. I thought that was pretty amusing.
In many ways, yeah. And it shows this, and you can kind of see the smiling aspect that he would hold down the line when he became like a superhero.
I kind of wonder how Bones is going to tackle that. If they animate that the same way they did with Deku,
you're talking about quite a bit of time from now.
Yeah, right. It'll be forever.
Arguably, at least, probably at least I know. It really depends how they're going to make this war arc. Are they going to split into 2 seasons or 1 season?
I mean, considering how they managed to crunch all of the paranormal war into like the first, I'm so shocked by that. How did they?
They fit all of it in the first episode.
The first
Or-
half. The
first half of the. Oh yeah, no, I guess there really wasn't that much going on.
Yeah. It just kind of
Despite being a lot going on, but yeah.
It just kind of threw me out because I was like, that's like 50 something.
How dark did they? Because I kind of. So, I mean, I haven't really kept up with the anime at this point, but how dark did that one get? Actually,
it was pretty colorful. Actually,
was it still colorful?
I mean, people complained about like how colorful like the war arc was. I'm like, yeah.
Was that the same though with the paranormal arc though, where it wasn't necessarily as gruesome as it was in the manga?
Kind of. I mean, I know for the Vigilante arc, the Dark Deku arc, it was Dark Deku, Dark Hero. The difference. It was a bit more somber, if you will. It had a bit more of a somber.
Well, I don't necessarily care about color wise. I just meant like tone shift wise. Was it still? Because honestly, the really since the start of the Shigaraki becoming all for one, the shift in tone really occurred like crazy.
Okay, let's see.
What do you mean? Well, just keep going then.
Yeah, I am just interrupt. The only thing I will say, arguably one of the things that probably got the anime quickly is the fact that probably most of the war arcs chapters were fight scenes, and fight scenes can be probably animated quicker than like dialogue and interaction scenes, I would say.
Well, that's fine, and I'm okay with that. I'm just curious if it felt like the tone shift was different or not.
Also, let's see. You probably also, if you look at the Blood War, let's see, the Blood War for Bleach, they've literally managed to cover half the arc in 2 seasons.
Right.
2 seasons of 13 episodes. So, mangakas,
they're speeding through that, man. They're speeding through that.
Yeah. And changed a few things up with it, but that's a topic for another day. But we're going back to like the All Might and his mother flashback.
Or if you want to just keep going forward.
Yeah. As he thinks about how this was like his origin, as we see him in a sort of walk path when he was a teenager. And what he saw there was very significant, but he ends up cutting back to the present, which we see the young All for One mocking All Might about how he's being all hero-like. But it seems like he is... Let's see. But he seems like he's managed to use his quirk to damage the arm that All Might was about to self-destruct to take him out. And he says... Let's see, mocking about how he hoped to choose and how he would choose to leave this world, but let's see, but it's revealed that that All for One seems to have actually stolen Stain's quirk, and as a result, let's see, All Might's been mobilized, and he talks about how All for One talks about how a cornered hero is a terrifying. Indeed, in which it's a lesson he actually learned when facing All Might. So he's made sure that All Might wouldn't be able to top him again, and All for One starts smiling with like in a Joker-like smile, with like his lips and the face being kind of ripped off a bit. Mm-hmm. At least for the way he's doing that sort of Joker smile, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
As he talks about, he was prepared for All Might waiting for his lowest point, with like All Might's police friend, Gento and La Brava in the back, would see watching in the background as La Brava's trying to get Gento to make sure that the UA is now stable, so he'll be off. And you still see those support guys still trying to record. But All for One is like thinking about how he's been distracted. But let's see. But he's make sure that all the good guys are about to be crushed by their own righteousness. And you see sort of like Stars and Stripes and pilot squad trying to shoot down All for One, and you see a sort of like Command Admiral Akbar in the background there. But All for One recognizes the jets and crushes them. They may be. I don't know if the pilots are killed or they managed to eject just in time. Who knows?
I guess for now, just assume they're dead until it's either retconned or whatnot.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait until they confirm kills like they did in the last walk.
Well, it's safe to assume that all deaths are deaths until they aren't deaths.
So the One Piece formula.
Pretty much, yeah. They're all deaths until they're not deaths, and then we know that they're not deaths.
But yeah. But anyway, we see a bunch of people in the audience that we know, realizing that, let's see, some of them praying, some of them shocked, and some of them realize that All Might's about to die. Some of them can't believe it. Some of them even being saved by All Might. And I think we get Luckychi's favorite girl from the first movie. I've forgotten her name. What's her name again, Luckychi? Is it Marissa?
Yes.
Okay, Marissa.
But I'm not she, but yes, it's Marissa.
Yeah. Let's see. She's crying about Uncle All Might. You see Gran Torino as All for One says, no matter how it goes down, his death will mark an end of an era. And you got All Might's police friend saying no. And it looks like All Might's about to bite the bucket as All for One is about to do a sort of Bane style rip in half, I think.
Oh, Bane breaks backs, but yeah, essentially rip him into.
But yeah.
It's a nice homage.
Yeah. It's clearly
homage.
It's an homage. And as you see his police friend Tucker now or something. Well, I can't recall his name.
Who cares?
Oh. Who is it?
No one knows, no one cares.
Oh, Sukauchi.
Yeah.
And again, only reason why I remember this dude is because of Vigilantes.
Oh, yeah, Sukauchi. He's always the character whose name I forget.
Every single time.
Yeah. But he's praying for someone that he wants to save All Might. But just then, we see a huge explosion happens where we see All Might, Midoriya panicking. And out the smoke, we see Bakugo.
As Dynamite.
Yeah. Or AKI Dynamite. And
explosive demon god or something like that.
Murder god looks on, and we see Bakugo holding.
Actually, let me see. I'm gonna look up his exact name.
Are you really? I mean, they tell us anyway in the next chapter.
No, because that shit's just too funny.
Explosive murder god, Dynamite.
Yeah, that.
Let's see, but arguably, we see Bakugo holding the All Might card that him and Midoriya collected as kids, and let's see, as the full name of the chapter is revealed to be "The End of an Era and the Beginning," which is arguably probably of a new one, but you have Bakugo still beaten up from like his last fight, looking on, and Midoriya just shocked that Bakugo is okay, ending the chapter.
All I'm gonna say is that ain't no hero name. Explosive murder god Dynamite.
So the overall
still too long.
I don't know.
That's supposed to be a genus quote, by the way.
The genus, but yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on this chapter?
Well, considering I told you guys before that I don't remember any of the things past the last 3 chapters, just hearing you talk about it reminded me of it.
Okay. Well, I will admit, I do like how we got a little bit of like All Might remembering his mother, since
I did not remember that part until you said that.
Since let's see, arguably the death of his mother was what eventually motivated him to become a hero, I think.
Did they ever tell us how she got murdered, or did she just?
I'll have to read a few chapters to recall that, but I definitely remember that was discussed with Nana Shimura.
Oh, that's weird. Why has he got Batman's origin?
Because pretty comic book writers can't think of anything except dead parents as a hero's origin.
Oh man, I just want to become a hero to become a hero. Why can't it be that? Well, that's Deku's origin. He doesn't have his parents didn't die, although we have no idea where his dad is or who his dad
Who the
is.
hell is Pops? I'm just saying that right now.
I know let's see, him appearing in the last chapter theory seems to make more and more sense as time goes on.
I swear, like, if this is going to be one of those things where, like, he's telling this whole story to his dad, I'm going to be like, what?
Daddy-o. Like everyone else's double parents are known, except for him. All he has is mom.
Yeah.
Or Chaku's parents are known. Ida's parents are more or less known. I don't know.
Only Shoto.
Shoto had both parents.
But yeah.
Or if you're my cousin and you call
Bakugo
him
has both parents.
No, I was going to say, or if you're my cousin and you call him Discount Zuko.
I think the only one. I mean, there are characters that we have no idea who their parents are. Like,
yeah.
I don't think we have Red Riot's parents.
You're right. I don't think we do.
Well, to be fair, Red Riot is probably not too much of a major character that we need to learn about his parents.
No, we don't know Taru's parents other than the fact that they all have the invisibility quirk. So, we did, however, get Oyama's parents, both of them.
We did. Only to find out they were tied directly to All for One.
So that we had a story-wise reason to have those parents included.
Yeah, story plot demanded that character of insignificance become significant for different reasons, for lesser reasons.
More or less, yeah.
Because we wanted to make sure a plot line that we had introduced remained relevant after seemingly disbanding it.
Precisely.
But yeah, I mean, All Might's mom, whatever. I guess it's just more Deku comparisons, I guess. So, hooray! I'm glad this is essentially Naruto's cycle of continuing reincarnations of sorts.
Yes.
Well, we're not there yet, Mangareader. That'll be.
Well, I'm just talking about him and his mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything beyond that. I don't know what you're trying to imply.
My bad. Sorry, but
you're bad.
I guess for arguably, I guess you could make some comparisons to that. But I will admit, I do like how All for One is at least has prepared himself for like All Might getting desperate and doing a sort of suicide attack like this.
It's becoming quite interesting how much he's planned. How the hell did he plan all this? How the hell did he plan that he knew he was going to use a bullet to basically erase him from mere existence?
Imagine if Koei comes out and reads it like, yeah, I kind of wrote that on the fly.
You know, I got inspiration from Kubo where Aizen was, and I'll say this every time, where Aizen was just the mastermind behind everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that was an interesting twist at the time. I'm not gonna say it wasn't, but
Aizen is everywhere at once.
Well, I'll probably say at the very least, I think we'd see him preparing for like All Might trying to do something reckless. I think it makes a bit more sense than probably some of the other stuff.
And the worst part is, the absolute worst part, because we're not covering 407, but just knowing what happens in 407 really makes you start questioning things.
Let's see. Well, we'll get to the questioning of that when we actually do.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just giving the sneak preview of that.
It does
really
make you
makes
wonder
you start
a lot.
questioning things. Sneak preview, guys. Even though you probably have read it already,
right?
But
Don't even get me started on 408.
Yeah, we'll speed up. Go on. Go to the next chapter. We'll just bulk all this together.
Let's see. I was just going to say, Luckychi, you might want to speak up a bit to so I can hear your thoughts a bit more.
I was gonna say is, and like if we're gonna group that in with 408, whew, yeah,
group it in with 408, yeah.
But I do like how but at very least, I think it makes sense for this fight against All Might that All for One would be a bit more prepared because let's see. Because All Might taught him that cornered hero is a very dangerous thing. It's like, yeah, I would prepare for that for you. So
in that situation, well, yeah, when you put it that way, that's funny.
Yeah,
because it's like, let's see, because it's like given his history with like the All for One.
You're desperate. Time to break out the. Oh, you're gonna try and explode, eh? Not on my watch.
right.
Mm-hmm. So it's like so yeah, you'd be like prepared for like the top heroes being reckless, but yeah, I do like how he's able to use Stain's quirk to try and immobilize All Might, but also try and using his own stolen quirks to destroy like All Might's arm thing. But yeah, I do even like I said earlier, I like the sort of Joker like smile that you see All for One do kind of thing. It's like the Keith Ledger. You know how I got these scars, but
well, then that would just go back to my Batman comparison.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why does everyone have the Batman origin? Why do the villains have the Joker origin?
Because it's Batman.
Batman.
I hope to God.
Oh shit! I don't need to see the. I don't need to see the same thing twice.
Honestly, side topic. I hope to God they don't use Joker for the sequel to Batman. I hope.
What if it gives Joker powers?
Did you realize they teased it in the last movie, right?
No shit, boo. I know that.
The last movie? Oh, what?
Yeah. No, I know they teased him. I just don't want him to be like a crucial part in the sequel. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
Like he can be in it. Just don't let him be the star of the second movie. So.
Well, okay. Like I
I'm
said,
curious how the fourth movie will work, but beyond that,
just to speak up a little bit, Luckychi, just because you're starting to sound a bit quiet.
Again?
you.
Speaking as loud as I can, boo.
All right.
Just a soft talker, Blue.
But,
Forgive
right.
this.
Okay, clearly I gotta get Luckychi a microphone for Christmas.
Yeah, you send that from overseas.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, let's see. Other than that, I do like how All for One is also deliberately trying to take out like the UA building just to make it more difficult for the heroes there. And I do like how
Villain is acting like a villain. How could he?
Yeah,
I know.
and also taking out all those jets. And I do like how they try to help Ritzy All Might because Stars and Stripes admired him. But All for One also just takes them out easily as well. So, like you said, acting more like a villain.
What a twist.
And I also even like the sort of montage you get of all those civilians to see. And even got a witty cameo of, I believe, Marissa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was really the best thing. But I think the most surprising thing was the fact that Bakugo has returned at last and just enough time to save All Might.
Hooray for a surprise that we all knew.
Well, I suppose it was kind of predictable, but I always wondered, given the fact that it's come the way it's did, that is pretty much and probably guaranteed that All Might is not going to die.
Well, at this point, no.
How do you guys feel about that?
Him not dying?
I can just imagine all the answers in the comments right now. Like, another fake out? Jesus.
To be honest, I mean, I don't know if All Might really means, especially now, Toshinari, since he's essentially just Toshinari at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really feel he needs to go out.
If he died, he died. I mean, we had the damn premonition, albeit we already had seen Deku like defy Night Eye's
future premonition.
So I guess it wouldn't have been out of the realm for All Might to eventually like just defy it as well. But
definitely,
him dying or him living really, at this, I don't know if it really makes a difference in the story. I guess him dying would have been interesting from a Deku standpoint, maybe. Maybe. But we already kind of had his calming down situation when Bakugo was revealed dead. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying, that's all. I mean, that's my thoughts.
That's fair. You Luckychi? Hello?
Good chat there. So what's your thoughts then?
Okay. I'll admit, when the chapter first came out, I was kind of like a little bit disappointed, but I will admit the chapters down the line sort of help clear up what Koei is trying to do with Bakugo coming in. And I suppose it's arguably a fight I probably should have seen coming, but I thought
I thought I might have. I don't know. I don't know if you have these archived somewhere.
Well, you can probably watch the previous streams on my channel.
I know. That's why I said I don't know where you have them archived or not. Like, is it on your
Well, at the moment, I need to sort of I need to re-edit my My Hero Academia stream list, but
could you tell me?
It's a bit.
But I'm pretty sure I discussed something about this being a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit, I think that was more. I thought it was going to be more of like the class helping out, but oh well.
Mm-hmm. But what the class helping out against awful.
I mean, they technically did some of them anyway.
Yeah, but I will admit I am. Well, I was a bit disappointed that All Might is probably survived, but it's just like I feel like we need at least one sort of major death. But I will admit Bakugo's entrance is very well done and very cool, and in many ways, I can see where Koei is going with like Bakugo's sort of felt responsible of like being responsible for ending All Might's career, and now he has come to save All Might.
So, major death-wise, are you talking about hero or just major death?
Major death with All Might.
Well, then of course. But I'm just saying that if you wanted a major death, are you talking strictly from the hero
side? The hero side.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else at this point that I mean. Unless they really try to kill off Deku or Bob again.
Which I doubt they'll do at this point.
That would be really ballsy at that. Well, that would be really ballsy. There's still a very maybe slim opportunity that Deku might do the sacrificial situation, but I don't know. I think quirks are pretty we'll reach what I don't know. We'll have to see where that goes, honest to God.
Yeah. But I will admit I do like the sort of art detail of what you have like of Bakugo and Midoriya's close up. So
yeah. Check each other out. Yeah.
Luckychi, is that you?
Yes. I have returned from the heavens.
And you got a much louder mic.
Of course. I got a shout for the blue. Blue's
What
not.
did you learn?
Huh?
What did you learn?
From the heavens?
Yes. What did you learn from the heavens?
Well, I have learned that my hero may end up the same fate as Naruto did. So take that for
That's the same. I thought you were just going to say that I learned how to find a new microphone.
Oh, well, if you call me raising my voice.
I found a way to raise my voice.
Yes.
It's called getting closer to the speaker.
Yes, I gotta shout super loud for Blue.
Apologies. Apologies, Luckychi. It's just.
I gotta sit here and say, hey!
I'm sorry, but anyway, I suppose I will give this chapter probably like an 8 out of 10. I would probably about if I was out on the day review, I'd probably give this like a 7 or 6 because of the whole fake out death. But I think it's after leaning, but I think given the context I know, I think it's a very pretty good setup for what's to come. So if they let's see, within now a new fight with Bakugo versus All for One. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to what this chapter's setting up. What about you guys?
See, we're capable of evolving. See. we know how to do this. 5 or 6. Damn, man.
I said
I'll go 8.
6 or 7.
Now it's 6 or 7.
Yeah, but it's an 8. I'm giving it an 8.
I know. Well, same 8. Not the same. It might have been 6 or 7 back in the day, but yeah, 8. It's fine.
What about you, Luckychi?
Me? I'm gonna give this chapter.
You?
I'm gonna give this chapter a 2.
2?
Joking.
2 out of 5?
Let's see. Probably. Great. So that's about like an 8 for me.
All right. So the chat has agreed that the whole group here has agreed that it's pretty much an 8 out of 10 chapter. So yeah. Anyway, on to the next chapter. Chapter 404.
404.
404.
Every is the ending in Luckychi world.
Yes, way past the ending number that Luckychi suspected.
Oh no! This isn't 404. This is 400.4.
404.4, right?
Anyway, 404. We love you, All Might.
Aww.
We love you.
Hearts and prayers out for the man who fought hard. He is passed.
But anyway, we're pretty much.
I like how Blue just bypassed that, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
No.
I'm trying to just get to the summary of this chapter.
Can you summarize?
Yeah, we cut to where All Might. Let's see, to the flashback of All Might and Night Eye of when let's see, they sort of separated, and he warned them about the villain that he would face and all that stuff. As All Might is thinking that while he's about to get baned by All for One, which I still love that reference, by the way. And we end up seeing people around the world either watching or just doing their daily activities as or just trying to do some newspaper things, and people checking the weather, which we start to see it sort of clashing in the city. And we've got people just talking all kinds of things, but we still see that some are paying attention, with some hoping that All Might will not die on them, particularly this one dog-like quirk user. As we see, let's see Midori and Baka, and let's see Luckychi's boy Shigaraki being surprised that Bakugo's there, but Bakugo sends himself flying towards Midoriya, and Midoriya grabs him and looks like he's about to swing him around. With the second All for One user telling Midoriya that there's no escaping the blowback if you activate the gear shift again, and tells him that he must he must only use it to the assured path to victory. As he's trying to tell Midoriya not to waste his time trying to save All Might, but Midoriya used gear shift anyway to help Bakugo go to All for One and All Might, and with Shigaraki mocking them that they won't make it in time, as he says that the fading All Might within Bakugo. With the fading of All Might that's inside Midoriya starting to make an appearance, signifying that he is actually about to die and all that. As he talks about how, the dream of All Might is over. But Midoriya just feels the wind. And...
oh, yes, the wind. The leaf in the wind.
Thinks back to, I think... I think Night Eye, and I think a few other people praying, I think.
I don't think that's Night Eye. I think that's Ida.
Okay. I could be wrong then. And he seems to be thinking about all the sort of energy that is going towards a certain future. Maybe I think this is what he's saying to counteract the future Night Eye predicted. And we then cut to I think that American news presenter from earlier, thinking of her words about the effects of a butterfly, and I think it's being used to someone's prayer, as we see a whole bunch of of people that montage of people that are just watching the battle going on, the boy, the Endeavor fanboy, or the give him a chance, me kid. Let's see, Melissa, the support staff, all kinds of people, just pretty much all of them watching
the movies.
Yeah, you see the kids too, I believe.
Yeah. Britzy with Bakugo just flying, thinking about how he wants to get,
stronger. Yeah.
Stronger, and thinking about how he's the one to put an end to All Might. He ends up manages to grab All Might just before All for One can wipe him out, and maybe even blow off All for One's arms, from what I'm looking at.
Yes.
Blew him off, yeah.
It is, yeah, he is quite literally armless now. He's amputated.
Yeah. As we see Midoriya in the second use the shadowy thing of All Might start to fade to a misty cloud again, rather than the actual physical form. With All Might just saying Bakugo, kid, and All for One looking around, but Bakugo shouting, "Time to win this," ending the chapter.
Time to win.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on this chapter?
Where does this fit in the volume? That's my question.
Fit?
Oh, like, is this midpoint of the current volume, or is this near the end point?
I don't know. I have not kept track of the volume numbers, so I wouldn't be able to comment.
I'm gonna look just because I get curious.
How many subplots are there? How many sub arcs?
I mean, let me think. There's can you believe this? There's 39 volumes of My Hero Academia now. It's crazy.
39?
Yeah, 39.
For a single volume?
No, 39 volumes.
Oh, 39 volumes. I was about to say $39. What the heck? What am I paying for?
No, not that.
That'd be awful. 39 volumes, huh? 39.
39.
What did Naruto get up to? 50?
72.
72? Oh, yeah, that's right. 72.
Yeah.
Bleach is 74.
You're not even going to touch what One Piece is at.
I mean, okay.
105.
Well, okay. Let's say this. If we're just encompassing up to the confining Jinchuriki arc, that's up to 54. No, 53. right? 54, 53?
I don't know. Yeah.
That is 54. Yeah, so.
To be honest, I guess 50 volumes is not in the cards at this point.
No,
unless you get a very long boss battle.
I was gonna say
really long boss battle.
No, I was gonna say even ending it at the volume 40 number, I don't think it's gonna be a case too. I don't.
Depending on where we're at, it could be volume 40 that it ends at.
Yeah, to be honest, I have a feeling that it was probably going to end somewhere around the 40s. To be honest,
it'll end at the very awkward number of 41 for some reason.
Arguably, mostly because let's see, you got the box set which has the first 20 volumes, and arguably this next one will have 20 plus something box set.
Let me see, because lately, at least as far as I've noticed, the trend of the chapters for My Hero per volume has been 12. It's been 12 chapters per volume.
That's what it's averaging at anyway, I would think.
Yeah,
some have been a little longer than others.
Yeah, so because volume 38 ends at 386, 39 ends at 398. So if I'm putting my math correctly on that, 40 should probably end around 410? Yeah, 410.
Let's see. All right, fair enough. So we got a number. But anyway, on to the actual chapter discussion.
Oh, gee. How could we?
I know, right? Blue's not even phased. He's like, okay, whatever.
Anyway, sure, why not? As for my thoughts, just based on your review, I don't know how necessarily long this was, but it didn't feel that long. So
no, it was pretty quick.
It's a very quick chapter.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess if I'm being really bullish, 7.5.
That's kind of where I was leaning towards.
Yeah, I was
5 good plus.
I was thinking of probably 7 out of 10. I mean, it continues the sort of main reference from the beginning, and I do like how
I don't really necessarily care about it, but yeah.
Yeah, and I do like how you got the second user trying to tell Midoriya that All Might's time is up, but Midoriya just still wants to try and do it, even if the cost of using the gear shift.
That's interesting to know that he can use certain quirks on other. Well, I mean, yeah, certain quirks on other people.
Yeah.
But how much are we gonna bet that we're gonna have Heroes Rising Redux 2.0?
Yeah, you're right about that. We are gonna get.
I'm saying, what are the chances that we get Heroes Rising 2.0 Redux?
You got to keep in mind that was Koei's.
It was just the blueprint for the actual final fight.
Yeah, well, keep in mind too is that Koei did originally have that envisioned.
The idea that he would share one for all, one for all.
The fact that I think Bakugo is saving All Might and is now facing All for One is that I do not think we're getting a 2.0 of Heroes Rising.
I don't think
it'd be funny if we did. I'm just saying that the blueprint was made, man. The blueprint was made.
Yeah, he ain't wrong. He ain't lying.
We do know for a fact that it is canon, obviously. I mean, or at least the events were canon somewhere within the manga.
I mean, especially
the movie wasn't 100%, but I
mean, especially since you got the 2 kids now too. That's
so all the events in the movies, one way or the other, took place sometime within the manga. So whether or not they actually took place, or the same way that the movie did, that here and there. It's not like Dragon Ball where the movies take place in some alternate universe.
Let's see, Katsuma and
Battle of the Gods.
Mahoro. Yeah,
Battle of the God was a continuation as these. So
anyway, you were saying Luckychi?
The new movies.
No, I was just saying Katsuma and Mahoro were the kids' names.
So, yeah, goody. I needed to remember the kids' names.
So we got more characters from the movies appearing in the manga, which is always a plus if you ask me.
Hooray! of our author writing a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we brought in Stars and Stripes only to kill her off. Just shortly after she
Thanks, man. Thanks to do that. Thanks for that. Why is it only women that seem to be getting killed off right now? You had Midnight and you had now Stars and Stripes.
Well, no, you've still got Lady Like God. She's still kicking.
I'm just saying that all the so-called hero deaths so far have been women.
Yeah.
At least the major hero deaths of the major people that we know of.
No,
Major heroes.
she's currently listed as alive right now.
Who's that?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Interesting. Good to know.
But anyway, I do like how Midoriya seems to use up his one last chance to use the quirk and all that stuff. And I do like how Shigaraki thinks that he's wasted his thing, as he probably realizes that All Might's spiritual avatar is actually becoming a much more full one. But I do like how Midoriya and Bakugo, I think, are thinking about how all those lights and sort of all the sort of like hopes and lights have all sort of connected together, and you see like them all looking at Bakugo just as he's about to do his like arguably the save that probably turns him into one of the probably great heroes of the future. The guy who saves All Might. I do like how
two ninjas can speak their thoughts through fists alone.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. Jeez.
I do like. Sorry, go on.
I forgot about that.
Two ninjas can speak their thoughts through fists alone.
Yeah.
Deku and Bakugo don't need words. They just know immediately what to do.
Yeah.
Bakugo hasn't seen Deku use any of his quirks since arriving, since he's been dead. But yeah, I know he can somehow get me over there in some capacity.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's see. I do like how, like I said, Bakugo is just thinking back to like how he blames himself for the end of All Might, but now he's the one that gets to save him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice callback to the original All Might verse All for One.
Yeah. And arguably, it comes full circle for the character arc Bakugo has had since the first saga.
Hoorah!
Great.
So 405 then? Well, I know we're at 404, but I'm just saying 405.
Yeah. For me, it's still a 7 out of 10. But I do, even if I do like All for One Gang,
I like some aspects. Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly because the chapter's a bit short. I would have been an 8, but it's a bit short. So
damn,
I'm not giving it too high a score.
How could you, Koei? How could you keep doing this to us?
For real.
God, that's going to be a really small volume then, isn't it? Regardless, just because of how many pages.
Yeah.
Does the color spreads even make their way into the volume?
I guess that would explain why lately we've been getting more chapters in the volume.
Slowly, he's deteriorating chapters just so he can have more. Pages so he can have more chapters.
Yeah, that would explain something.
Let's see. Well, like I keep saying to you, Luckychi, speak a little louder. But I am now ready to cover. Let's see the next chapter. The next chapter.
The old 405 that I kept.
405. Also, the final boss.
The final.
Gasp.
Then we're gonna have a chapter that says the final boss.
Yeah, right.
Who knows? Probably, but for the moment, it's pretty much with the first chapter begins with just everyone looking at Bakugo, or at least all the major characters. All Might, Shigaraki, All for One, Midoriya, and Bakugo. With let's see, All Might thinking back to what Night Eyes said. That's about how this was supposed to happen. With but you see Night Owl telling All Might that fate has been reshaped.
Uh-huh.
and let's see, All Might ends up thinking like to the promises he did to Midori and his mother. But All Might talks about how everyone expects the old man's master to die in the story after passing the torch. But Night Eye, in a bit of meta commentary, says like, "You've read too many comic books, Toshinari." With him, if All Might wondering if this is just him hallucinating. But you've got like Night Eye smiling, saying you are a hero, but you're also human and can't possibly die. So tells him to get ready for what's to come next. Which what we see appears to be a bunch of explosions firing all over the place, with people. Some of the people, particularly like the Endeavor fan, starting to recognize Bakugo as the guy who was stolen by the League of Villains. With some people wondering what the guy's name was, as he didn't say it in the festival. And then, of course, the two kids that Luckychi is so fond of, with the girl shouting, Bakugo!
I wouldn't say I'm too fond of them. I just said they were neat.
Well, I mean, Two Heroes is a pretty peak movie.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me rephrase.
Wait,
the two characters that Luckychi is a fan of. Happy?
I guess.
Well, I don't know why, but Two Heroes would have made more sense for the second movie. And Heroes Rising would have made more sense for the first movie.
No, honestly, Mangareader, I agree. Like the way they named the two,
They did it on purpose. They're like, "Oh shit, we should have named."
like just imagine people looking at that, like thinking, "Okay, Heroes Rising the first one. It was actually Two Heroes." Wait.
Oh,
what?
Well, then, what's the second movie? Heroes Rising. What do you mean Heroes Rising? There's
like,
two heroes on the front of that cover.
Like, what kind of bullshit ass?
They're not official heroes in the first movie. They're heroes in training. So that would be Heroes Rising.
It would make more sense for it to be Heroes.
The second one is Deku and Bakugo fighting together. Two heroes.
Yeah.
What is this?
I forgot.
The third one made more sense. World Hero Mission.
World Heroes Mission.
Even though it really didn't take place around the world, per se, but...
Yeah. Had a good plot setup, too. That's what I'll say.
Well, anyway...
Flex was kind of forgettable.
Okay, moving on.
No!
No!
Yes!
All right, well, whatever. Keep going.
So you got the two kids getting, well, the particular girl being excited that Bakugo has come to save All Might, with All Might concerned about Bakugo, but he says that's his line. And we end up seeing, coming out of, Bakugo, the number 4 hero, Edgeshot, talk about how he's prepared all the all of Bakugo's organs, thank you. And but he used up his entire body just to do it. And warns Bakugo that but the way it's the process made, every breath he takes will inflict much pain to him. But Bakugo understands and just thanks him for bringing him back, calling him Senpai. Senpai.
Yeah.
Senpai.
But he thinks he only held him together, and it seems like he's starting to fade away.
Secret technique, man. Secret technique.
Always gotta go with secret technique.
But thinking about the sort of secret technique he did, and the limits he did to make sure that Bakugo stayed alive. But as a result, he managed to sort everything through like Bakugo's bloodstream, and he was able to realize that something was able to produce within Bakugo before his death. It's sort of like a new, unique kind of sweat, from what I can tell.
Unique.
Basically, plot convenience.
It's my willpower. I think that's what they actually described it as. Is like his will to live or some
No, I think that's exactly what it is. I think.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Anyway, as the sort of narration talks about this a new type of sweat, but let's see, but you have Ed Shot saying that let's see why he may have only helped put him back together. It's the power that his own power that helped him come back. As hold on, we see Bakugo is about to try and prepare to face All For One, but All Might warns him that warns Bakugo not to go out just yet and asks him to give him his arm to him. Let's see, with Bakugo looking back, with All Might saying it won't be able to do its original job anymore, but it can probably still serve as a brace, as he gives the sort of like as his arm comes out with like last bit of his I suppose you could say Iron Man armor tech goes to Bakugo as he says his full name, Great Explosion Murder God Dynamite, with Bakugo looking on. But at the arm, but All Might just says, I wish you could have given him more. But Bakugo just smiles. And then we cut to like All For One looking at and thinking that he shouldn't really waste his time because he needs to try and steal Ritzy Midoriya's quirk and merge with Shigaraki. He needs that Ritzy version of him to become inside Bakugo to become stronger.
Finally, my conscience can take over.
Hold on.
Hold on.
So he's thinking like he shouldn't waste time with Bakugo, but he realizes his blood boils when thinking about those here. Let's see, thinking about
the way he looked.
And he's thinking about all the sort of heroes that he fought in the previous arc. And he thinks that the gears have gone so away with his hatred that sorry, the sort of Viz scroll thing is being a bit of a problem. I don't know. But as All For One's just like thinking about all the heroes he's facing now, Bakugo shouts, I'm the final boss, All For One. And All For One's still trying to think that the wind's supposed to blow his way, but Bakugo gets close into like All For One's face and blows it up a bit, which causes All For One to think of the second user, and then a big explosion with Bakugo saying One For All couldn't keep you in the ground, so he'll finish the job instead, ending this chapter, beginning the sort of Bakugo versus All For One fight. So what are you guys' thoughts on this one?
Hoo-ha! I don't know why Bakugo chapters always score high, but they do.
Yeah, I do.
It's very possible that Koei just puts much more effort into those
Sure,
chapters.
Bakugo.
Yeah.
How could he? So it's definitely on the 9 scale for me.
Yeah, I would definitely say so too.
Yeah, I'd probably also give it a 9. I really do like how you sort of like see, you get the sort of stuff with Night Eye addressed about, okay, this is supposed to be the day All Might died, but he points out Midoriya did manage to change the future. So it's like, yeah, the future here has been changed.
No, I changed the ground.
Sorry.
Sorry, could you repeat that, Margarita? You were sounding a bit static.
Yeah, I changed the future once, I can change it again.
And again, and again, and again.
Yada yada. What the hell was that? Where'd it go?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm still here. What's this side?
I've dropped something.
Oh, yeah. I do like how many of the citizens starting to like recognize Bakugo or recognize his like quirk and abilities, particularly like the kids from the movie that like we talked about earlier. So I do like that. But I also do like we see that Ed Shot has finally done the last bits of his quirk to try and save Bakugo's life.
We all knew that was happening.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So, yeah, we know that this death was happening. I mean, granted, not much emotion that it's now finally happened, but I suppose well done to like Ed Shot.
You know, the fact that they brought up the sports festival again made me really remember back to the fact that I thought the story would end with them doing like a sports festival 2 for Deku versus Bakugo, but now I don't even know if that's even possible at this point.
At best, we get a montage.
I'm kind of curious what exactly Toei has planned for its ending. That's all I'm very curious about.
Which characters?
Just for a Deku Bakugo rematch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it would really just depend, first off, because Deku's already kind of busted now. It would have to be what kind of evolution Bakugo undertook.
Last minute evolution that I didn't know I had until now.
I just find it funny that they introduced quirk evolution.
Yeah.
Well, I think that Koei probably
through it.
I think Koei probably realized that, okay, you know what? I need to try and increase the power of these quirks again, but I've made it so that only these quirks are the only abilities they can use, except for All for One and cheat codes.
Like, Shigaraki didn't really go through an evolution. He just remembered that his quirk was more broken than it already was. He put self-limiters on himself, basically, is what that was.
Basically.
So it wasn't really an awakening. He always had that ability. He just finally remembered not to put a limiter on it.
Yes.
The only one that really went through an evolution before then was just Toga.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Other than that, I do like how Ed Shot runs Bakugo that he's used up all of like his energy. So if he gets hurt, especially with his like time stuff, he's in danger.
Well, it made sense. I mean, again, outside of freaking regeneration, I don't know why that quirk still remains the most OP quirk in this damn manga, but every other quirk has some form of limit to it, and it makes sense that Edshot's stitching would only be essentially a temporary fix.
Mm-hmm.
So it's literally just patchworked right now.
I do like how he warns Bakugo that he's still going to feel pain with like what's going on right now and all that stuff. But I do like how Bakugo is just accepting it.
How would he not feel pain in the first place?
Well, let's see. I guess you'd have to go to read the latest flashbacks of One Piece to find that out.
Oh, the latest One Piece. Damn.
Believe it, Chapter 1100 is now officially a thing.
1100. I can't think of any other manga that had this absurd number of chapters.
Right.
Damn, Oda, you just really want to make
look, I love One Piece, but like
story ever.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love One Piece, but like, if you're gonna introduce this like somebody new to One Piece and you see like that many characters, like shh.
Well, there's the live action, so moving on.
But even then, it's
so just the idea of I don't know what Bakugo's ultimate new abilities are going to be. So far, really, the only thing that seems is he's faster.
To some degree, yeah.
I think we're just getting an exposition for this chapter here, and then we see it in action in the following chapters.
Yes.
Well, we're definitely seeing more in action. It's just kind of crazy to me that, I mean, they're talking about it. So, yeah, 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that would be around amazing.
That's great to you.
No, great is an 8.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Not
good,
even
great,
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I'll just I'll just wrap up. Let me just wrap up my final bits of thought. I do like how All Might gives Bakugo his mechanical arm thing. Bakugo smiling, all for one realizing that Bakugo's a distraction, but can't help himself, especially when Bakugo starts fighting him and he starts thinking about the second user. But I just do like how Bakugo is just very confident that he's going to finish the job that Deku and All Might couldn't.
Yes.
So
you're just happy with the chapter.
So yeah, I'll give you a pretty good chapter, and like Margarita said, it deserves a 9 out of 10.
Well,
Anyway,
I just like the chapter, man.
Sorry, what?
I said I just like the chapter, man.
All right. But anyway, it's time to get to the final chapter
this.
we're doing this week. 406.
Yeah.
406. Get a grip on your quirk. In which we are cutting to montages of quite a few bits of the let's see, some of the previous battlefields. We see the city where all the meta mutant villains and protesters were. We see Tentacoil and Anima treating each other's runes or holding each other up. As the report about all the villains have been suppressed. And then we cut to the killer whale hero, Uraka and Suyu ended up starting, where they revealed that Okuto Island is under control, and we see the Nomu all piled with spikes. I don't think we see Moonfish at all, because he was also in this battle. And then we see the initial location of the divide and conquer mission secure, with Ayama and Invisible Girl, who's now wearing I believe a jacket as
I love I had to point that one out too.
Point out what?
She's wearing a jacket.
Yeah, she's wearing a jacket to probably to cover herself as her quirk is becoming a little bit more visible.
Unstable.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out to us.
The instability. Anyway.
And then we cut to the I'm just going to ignore what Luckychi's implying there, but and then but they're talking about how there's still one battle at the National Tucum area is still ongoing, which I think it's implying that I can't tell what it's implying, but you see people like the Dragon Lady and Tailman joining the fight against it.
It's just an ongoing battle.
Yep.
So I don't know what kind of creature it is. For all we know, it could be used. Let's see later, but we'll have to wait and see. But you see, let's see. Reports about Mr. Skeptic capturing. Let's see. I think the Great Intelligence of the guy who becomes the host of that. But no, wait. Actually, that fashion designer from the League of Villain. I mean, the Meta Liberation Army. As we see some more, let's see, citizens being more heroes around the place, and just more updates on the battles, pretty much. And All Might's friend thinking what one of the other heroes said to think of having faith in Midoriya. And you see Lady's waifu, Lady Naga, collapse thinking about Midoriya's name. As we see another explosion. But let's see, All Might is just amazed by the speed of it, and you then see, as we send Ed Shot telling All Might that Bakugo has become as fast as Shigaraki. But we then cut to Bakugo pretty using the new mechanical hand he got from All Might, thinking about how it seems to be the one on the he seems to be the one on the verge of collapsing something, but he's like making sure there's no side effects in the mask that the doctor gave. Yeah. But All for One breaks out of the Derbus, thinking about how they came a little late. As we see Midoriya trying to repair the buildings against the fight against Shigaraki. By him saying, just pointing out, he'll just keep destroying buildings until he fights him. As Midoriya trying to figure out how to stop him. Otherwise, it would cause all sorts of problems. But we see Midoriya starting to use his signature finger flick and Bakugo doing his palm hand with the first user behind Midoriya. As they both shout, "Go beyond!" And I think it causes a bit of we see Bakugo causing a bit of damage against the villains. Thinking how none of them can measure up to All Might. As sorry, I'm getting a bit tired, so I'm just trying to read and narrate at the same time. Bakugo, as we see that Bakugo has figured out it's to do with the pain of his quirk that allows him to store up the sweat. And it's sort of like the backup lids, but you see the zombie attacking them. And you see and then after once that has happened, we'll cut to like the shelter where all the parents are and the family members. With Bakugo's father refusing to look at it. But Bakugo's mother knows that Bakugo is probably grilling and smiling with a face, which she ain't wrong, so win for her on that.
Well, she's a mom, so yeah.
Yeah, and then you get to All for One thinking about, let's see, the second user, blaming him for the death of his brother. And he reveals that he actually hates the second user of All for One even more than All Might, because of what he did to like his brother, or what he sees it.
Oh yeah.
Thinking about how if only that hero didn't reach out to grab his hand like it did, and then causing a massive explosion. Thinking that, but you've got, let's see, with all the heroes starting in the area starting to fly, All for One shouts that you're the blame to it all. Kudo, revealing the second user's name. But Bakugo just replies back saying that, let's see, All for One seems to finally gone and snapped it, and saying that his name is Ka-chan Bakugo, and not the person he's thinking of, ending the chapter.
Ending it off.
Yes, and that is the last chapter of the ones we're covering. So, guys, overall thoughts.
Pure perfection.
You're giving it a 10?
Yeah, that one might be a pretty. That might be on the verge of a 10 on that one.
Yeah, arguably, I think it's a 9.5, but it's like this chapter finally gives us the reason why we haven't learned the names of the second and third user, at least, but it's probably more due to the second user of One for All, and it's Tsukai was saving it up for this fight, as it's revealed that we get revealed that All for One sees the second user, let's see, within Bakugo, and as a result, we learned that there's actually a person he hates more than All Might, and it's the guy who he blames for the loss of his brother, or that his brother's been taken away from him.
Okay, look, as messed up as it sounds, I can't exactly fault All for One for that. I can kind of see it.
Yeah, we'll learn why he thinks that way, but you know, when you read it off on that, it's like, no, it's still weird. So, big reveal. I don't know if Kachan has any relation to the second user, but regardless,
I know, that's been like a big theory that's been going on around in the fandom for like years.
Like, is he a descendant?
Could you say that again, Luckychi, but a bit louder?
Okay. I said that that's been a theory that's been going on in the family for like years. Like
These related to the second user. Wait, years. We haven't even known the second user for more than a year.
oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I know it's an ongoing thing when the spoiler came out for this chapter, whether or not he was related.
Yeah.
But you say, there say, she say, who say.
Everyone say.
Yeah. All for one is just a big puddle of
What
selfishness. Selfishness.
Yes.
He's a weirdo. He's a freaking weirdo, and
He's a weirdo.
he's a weirdo. Yeah, 9.5, 10. Pick and choose here or there. You know the drill on this. No, I do like the. It is kind of cool that. I mean, it's the two of the best young heroes of the generation trying to beat the old and new.
I do also like seeing like all the young heroes reporting in on the battles that they've just taken, that they've just finished as well.
That might have been
the war has.
I hate off-screen battles.
Yeah, I mean, it's a disappointing. Some of them are off-screen battles, but at the very least, I do like I do like how it's shown that most of these battles are they've finally started to end.
Well, at least there's some. I don't know. We still don't necessarily have like a true time frame of all these events just yet.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see if the anime can fix that a bit.
We'll see, because I know the Dragon Ball Super didn't have a good run with the Tournament of Power, which was only 48 minutes, and it was supposed to be a free for all. Instead, it felt like every episode was a tournament battle. A free for all going on. But yeah, we'll see if the anime can kind of give some coherency into when these battles are partaking.
Agreed.
What is the time frame on these battles? So yeah, I'm still a little confused as to what is giving Bakugo like ultimate power outside of, just more explosions, but
it seems to be the amount of pain that he's received and causing him to sweat like he does.
Right, but that would just be more explosions. I don't know if that's like, is it a more compact explosion? Is it more, can he control the density or crap of these explosions?
I'm trying to think. I'm a bit exhausted. So
I'm not saying it's on you. I don't know what the whole. I think we're gonna need more research on that one.
Yeah, definitely.
We need Koei to give a little more better explanation as to what the hell is happening.
Yeah, my thoughts echo manga readers, 100%.
Okay, so that's fine. So
unless you have thoughts,
I'm trying to hold on. I am trying to think.
He's got those thoughts brooming in there, man. They're pain. They're painful thoughts.
Anyway, I do like let's see. Moving on a bit, I do like how Midoriya is trying to wait for the right time to use like the other quirks that he has, and when he can probably try and use Gear Shift again, and that those two are prepared to do their like battles as it's powering the Bakugo and All for One fight. And I do like how All for One, despite the fact that he realizes that Bakugo is inferior to All Might and it's pointless to try and waste his time for him, but anyway, let's see. But I do like how Bakugo. It seems, from what I can tell, from like from what I can tell, it seems to be the pain within Bakugo is that the pain that he's feeling inside creates more sweat and stores it up throughout his body. And it seems like it's exploding sort of inside him at the same time. Allows him to create much faster blasts that, cause All For One to be distracted and even being attacked by Bakugo, which allows him to do enough damage, and the grinning in the eye looking at he does, it just reminds All For One of like the second user, and we of course get that name. But it is also interesting that we do learn, like I said earlier, that we'd learn that All For One does actually hate someone more than All Might. So yeah. So the fact that he sees that guy in Bakugo, it's like all his rational thinking is lost, and he just wants to kill him so much. And the point that the so-called master planner we finally found a weakness, and it's this one person that he hates. And the fact that Bakugo looks like him is about to cause his downfall. So yeah. Hopefully I've managed to explain a bit more to you about how the quirk works, Mangareader, and also some of why I like some of the stuff in the chapter.
Sure thing, Blue.
But yeah, like I said, probably a 9 or 9.5 out of 10 chapter.
Cool.
So yeah, overall that's our overall thoughts, with like the first two chapters being a bit witty good or okay-ish kind of thing, I think, depending on how you score it, with the last two chapters being really great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we're just about covered and done with this chapter, guys. So Mangareader, Luckychi, let's see, any more thoughts you want to give, or are you done?
I think we got pretty much got everything.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I said I think we pretty much got everything.
He feels he's good.
Okay. Well then, let's see. Then I guess then I guess it's time to wrap it up. Mangareader, Luckychi, thank you for joining me. Sorry if I might have gone a little bit impatient towards the end.
So much aggravated.
Okay, aggregated. I guess the lack of sleep is starting to affect me. So yeah, so I need to make sure I get myself well rested and be more. And let's see, for the next time we do the stream, which will hopefully be 407 and 408 together. Hopefully, when you're both available to do it.
We'll talk about this week, next week. Next week. Sure, whatever. That's fine.
Oh, would that be after Sunday? We can try.
Let's see, after the Sunday, yeah, sure. But for now, I am Blue Star Saber.
I'm Mangareader.
I'm Luckychi7.
And for thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you enjoyed what we had to say. Bye for now, everyone. Plus Ultra.
Plus Ultra, guys.
And with that, we are done.